Your Social Security earnings record is more important than you might think. It's the foundation for calculating your future benefits, including retirement, disability, and survivor payments. If there are mistakes or missing information, you could end up receiving less money than you deserve. That's why it's crucial to check your record regularly and fix any errors as soon as possible. In this video, we'll walk you through the steps to identify, correct, and prevent errors on your Social Security earnings record, ensuring your financial future stays on track. Mistakes on your Social Security earnings record can happen for a variety of reasons. Sometimes, employers report your earnings incorrectly, or your name and Social Security number don't match. Other times, wages from a second job or self-employment income might be missing. Even simple clerical errors can cause big problems down the road. Knowing the most common types of errors helps you spot them quickly and take action before they impact your benefits. Errors on your earnings record can have a direct impact on the amount of Social Security benefits you receive. If your reported earnings are too low, your future payments could be reduced. In some cases, missing years of earnings might even disqualify you from certain benefits. That's why it's so important to catch and correct mistakes early. By understanding how these errors affect your benefits, you'll be more motivated to keep your record accurate. The first step in fixing errors is to check your Social Security earnings record. You can do this easily online by creating a My Social Security account at the official Social Security Administration website. Once logged in, you'll be able to view your earnings history year by year. Compare these figures to your own records, such as W-2 seconds and tax returns, to make sure everything matches up. If you spot any discrepancies, it's time to take action. Before you can correct an error, you'll need to gather supporting documents. These might include W-2 forms, pay stubs, tax returns, or any correspondence with your employer. Having these documents ready will make the correction process smoother and help prove your case to the Social Security Administration. Make sure your documents clearly show your name, Social Security number, and the correct earnings for the year in question. If you notice a mistake, your first step should be to contact your employer. Sometimes, errors are the result of simple reporting mistakes that your employer can correct quickly. Provide them with copies of your supporting documents and ask them to verify what was reported to the Social Security Administration. If your employer agrees there was an error, they can submit a corrected W-2 form to fix the issue. If your employer can't or won't correct the error, or if you're self-employed, you'll need to contact the Social Security Administration directly. Be prepared to provide copies of your supporting documents and a detailed explanation of the error. The SSA will review your case and may contact your employer for additional information. It's important to be patient as this process can take some time. You can contact the Social Security Administration in several ways. You may call their toll-free number, visit your local SSA office, or send a written request by mail. For most people, starting with a phone call or an online inquiry is the fastest way to get help. Make sure you have your Social Security number and all relevant documents handy when you reach out. To officially request a correction, you'll need to fill out Form SSA-7008, the Request for Correction of Earnings Record. This form asks for your personal information, details about the error, and supporting evidence. You can download the form from the SSA website or pick one up at your local office. Fill it out carefully and attach copies of your documents before submitting. Once you've completed Form SSA-7008 and gathered your documents, submit your request to the Social Security Administration. You can mail it, deliver it in person, or, in some cases, submit it online. Make sure to keep copies of everything you send for your own records. After submission, the SSA will review your request and notify you of any updates or additional steps needed. After you submit your correction request, the Social Security Administration will review your case. They may contact you or your employer for more information. If your correction is approved, your earnings record will be updated, and you'll receive a confirmation letter. If more evidence is needed, the SSA will let you know what to provide. Stay proactive and follow up if you don't hear back within a reasonable time. The time it takes to correct your earnings record can vary. Simple errors may be fixed in a few weeks, while more complicated cases could take several months. Factors like missing documents or employer delays can slow things down. It's important to be patient but persistent. Keep track of your submission date and follow up with the SSA if you haven't received an update after a reasonable period. You can track the status of your correction request by logging into your My Social Security account or by contacting the SSA directly. The online portal may show updates to your earnings record or messages from the SSA. If you prefer, you can call or visit your local office for updates. Staying informed helps ensure your correction doesn't fall through the cracks. If the Social Security Administration denies your correction request, don't panic. You have the right to appeal their decision. Review the denial letter carefully to understand the reason. Sometimes, providing additional evidence or clarification can resolve the issue. Follow the appeal instructions provided by the SSA and submit any requested documents promptly. To appeal a denied correction, follow the instructions in your denial letter. You may need to submit a written appeal or request a hearing. Be sure to include any new evidence that supports your claim. The appeals process can take time, but persistence pays off. If you're unsure how to proceed, consider seeking help from a Social Security expert or legal advisor. Staying organized is key to preventing and fixing errors on your Social Security earnings record. Keep copies of your W-2 seconds, tax returns, and pay stubs for at least several years. Store them in a safe, accessible place. If you ever need to correct an error, having these documents on hand will make the process much easier and faster. To prevent future errors, check your Social Security earnings record every year. Make it a habit to compare your record with your own documents. Report any discrepancies as soon as you find them. The sooner you catch mistakes, the easier they are to fix. Staying proactive protects your benefits and gives you peace of mind. Your Social Security statement provides a summary of your earnings and estimated benefits. Reviewing this statement regularly helps you spot errors early. You can access your statement online through your My Social Security account. Take time to review each year's earnings and make sure they match your records. If something looks off, investigate further. Employers play a critical role in reporting your earnings to the Social Security Administration. They are responsible for submitting accurate wage information each year. If your employer makes a mistake, it can affect your record and benefits. That's why it's important to review your pay stubs and W-2 seconds for accuracy and address any issues with your employer promptly. If you're self-employed, you are responsible for reporting your own earnings to the Social Security Administration. Make sure you file your taxes accurately and pay self-employment taxes. Keep detailed records of your income and expenses. Errors in self-employment reporting can be harder to fix, so double-check your filings each year. One of the most common reasons for errors is a mismatch between your name and Social Security number. This can happen if you change your name after marriage or divorce and forget to update your records. Always make sure your employer and the SSA have your correct, up-to-date information. This simple step can prevent a lot of headaches later on. If you discover a name or Social Security number error, contact the Social Security Administration right away. You may need to provide legal documents, such as a marriage certificate or court order, to update your information. Once corrected, your earnings should be properly credited to your record. Don't delay, as these errors can affect your benefits. If you worked multiple jobs in a year, make sure all your earnings are reported. Sometimes, wages from a second or part-time job are missing from your record. Compare your W-2 seconds with your Social Security statement to ensure everything is included. If you find missing earnings, follow the correction steps we've discussed. Your W-2 form is the key document for verifying your earnings. It shows the wages your employer reported to the IRS and the Social Security Administration. Always review your W-2 for accuracy, including your name, Social Security number, and total earnings. If you spot a mistake, ask your employer to issue a corrected W-2 as soon as possible. Pay stubs are another valuable tool for verifying your earnings. They provide a detailed breakdown of your wages and deductions for each pay period. Keep your pay stubs until you've confirmed your annual earnings are correctly reported. If there's a discrepancy, your pay stubs can serve as proof when correcting your record. For self-employed individuals, tax returns are the main proof of earnings. Make sure your Schedule SE and other relevant forms are filled out correctly. Keep copies of your tax returns and related documents for several years. If there's an error, these records will help you prove your earnings to the SSA. Form SSA-7008 is your official request for correcting earnings errors. It asks for your personal details, the year and amount in question, and a description of the error. Be as specific as possible and attach all supporting documents. Double-check your form before submitting to avoid delays. If you choose to mail your correction request, use certified mail or another trackable method. This ensures your documents arrive safely and you have proof of delivery. Include copies, not originals, of your supporting documents. Keep a record of when and where you sent your request. Visiting your local Social Security office can be helpful if you need personal assistance. Bring all your documents and be prepared to explain your situation clearly. The staff can help you fill out forms and answer questions about your correction request. Appointments may be required, so call ahead if possible. Some corrections can be started online through your My Social Security account. This is often the fastest way to begin the process. Upload digital copies of your supporting documents and follow the instructions provided. If your situation is complex, you may still need to mail documents or visit an office. After submitting your correction request, follow up with the SSA if you don't receive a response within a few weeks. Keep a record of all communications, including dates and names of representatives you speak with. Being proactive helps ensure your request is processed in a timely manner. If you move while your correction request is being processed, Update your address with the Social Security Administration right away. This ensures you receive all correspondence and updates about your case. You can update your address online, by phone, or at your local office. When correcting your Social Security record, always protect your personal information. Only share your Social Security number and documents with trusted sources, such as the SSA or your employer. Be cautious of scams or requests for information from unknown parties. Keeping your data secure helps prevent identity theft and further complications. The Social Security Administration will communicate with you by mail, phone, or through your online account. Always read their letters carefully and respond promptly if they request more information. If you're unsure about a message, contact the SSA directly to verify its authenticity. If you need help correcting your earnings record, you're not alone. Social Security representatives, legal aid organizations, and financial advisors can assist you. Don't hesitate to ask for help if you're confused or overwhelmed by the process. Getting expert guidance can make the correction process much smoother. When correcting your record, avoid common mistakes like submitting incomplete forms, missing documents, or not following up. Double-check everything before sending it to the SSA. Taking a little extra time now can save you a lot of trouble later. Don't wait to correct errors on your Social Security earnings record. The sooner you act, the easier it is to fix mistakes and avoid benefit delays. Some corrections may be harder to make if too much time has passed, so review your record regularly and address issues right away. If you're close to retirement, it's especially important to review your earnings record. Errors can affect your benefit calculation and delay your payments. Check your record several years before you plan to retire, so there's plenty of time to fix any issues and ensure you get the benefits you've earned. Errors on your earnings record can also affect survivor and disability benefits for you and your family. If you become disabled or pass away, your loved ones may receive less if your earnings are underreported. That's why it's crucial to keep your record accurate, not just for yourself, but for your family's future as well. The Social Security Administration offers a variety of resources and tools to help you manage your earnings record. Their website features guides, FAQs, and online services. Take advantage of these resources to stay informed and make the correction process easier. If you run into major problems correcting your earnings record, or if your benefits are at risk, consider seeking legal help. Attorneys who specialize in Social Security issues can guide you through appeals and complex cases. Don't hesitate to get professional assistance if you need it. The appeals process for Social Security corrections involves several steps. You may start with a written appeal, followed by a hearing if necessary. Each step gives you the chance to present new evidence and explain your case. Understanding the process helps you prepare and increases your chances of success. Social Security rules and procedures can change over time. Stay up to date by checking the SSA website regularly or subscribing to their updates. Being informed about changes helps you avoid mistakes and ensures you follow the latest procedures when correcting your record. Let's recap the key steps to fix errors on your Social Security earnings record. Check your record regularly, gather supporting documents, contact your employer or the SSA, fill out Form SSA-7008, and follow up until the correction is made. Staying organized and proactive is the best way to protect your benefits and ensure your record is accurate. Your Social Security earnings record is the foundation of your financial future. By checking it regularly and correcting any errors, you're taking an important step to protect your benefits. Remember, the process may take time, but it's worth the effort. Stay organized, stay proactive, and you'll be well on your way to a secure retirement.